Okay, guys. First of all, can you maybe tell me a little bit more about what made you want to start as well with ecom in the first place?
Okay.
Also,
So, willst du das?
was uns das so viel gebracht hat, das zu
Ja,
starten?
dass wir überhaupt angefangen haben. Soll ich
Ah,
das
okay.
sagen?
Ja,
Oder du?
dann eigentlich
Okay.
besser.
Okay, so I think that was like in the end of March that we did some research of what kind of business we want to do because we always wanted to do a business together since
Mm.
like 5 years ago, like before COVID. We had this idea of doing something together because like we know people that have businesses and we know what they are capable of and all of the opportunities that you have if you are independent and you have your own thing. So we had this idea very long ago already, but back then we did not have like the legal stuff. We were not allowed to create a business and everything because we were minors and was not workable. And then like actually I saw you the first time in summer 2024 on Instagram. I think, did you have a private profile back then? I was not
Yeah,
sure.
I had, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know even why, but I asked to follow you. I never did that because I was like all those online coaches, like gurus, and I don't want I they just sell shit. So,
Yeah.
but I was curious, like, why is he private? That
Mm.
doesn't really make sense. So I was then, just following a bit, looking at videos. Then I watched one of your first introductions to new clients back then. It was like a seminar that you gave 40 minutes. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Tried a bit with you, but then got back busy with work.
Mm.
And then around, yeah, after New Year, we were talking again because his school was about to end, and we were like, fuck, damn, we need to see what we want to do in life, and we want to do something big.
Yeah,
And
because we also saw how many people, uh, how friends from us were like then going to study or something, then they broke it up and study a new thing,
Yeah.
and are like in the System and stuff, and man sieht schon, dass sie halt nicht wirklich viel Geld machen werden.
oh, yeah, he's like, they are all in the system, and the system wants you to study and, basically work and die. And
Yeah. Yeah.
well, for us, it was just clear we don't want that. So the question was, okay, how do we start to try to find our own unique way to get
Mm.
out of that?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why basically I think I just texted you, and then I was curious, and then we set up an appointment with Alex back then. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Alex.
Yeah, exactly. We were talking with them and we were super suspicious. Like we were like, okay, is that maybe still like scam and everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
But because we've never really had real coaches before. And
And you always see the YouTube ads or something with coaches, and then like I don't know, it's just
Yeah, man, like they're all over the place now.
yeah, so it
Yeah.
was hard for us to even believe Alex, even though he seemed nice. He was, yeah, I know gurus and blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, are you sure you're not one? But then, of course, the longer we stick with you guys, we really realize that okay, we actually learn a lot here. It's you guys are there 24/7 basically. We can ask anything we want, and yeah, that's how we started. That's
Mm.
how the idea came. Yeah.
Yeah. And before you rolled in the program, right? What did you think of like ecom as a concept? Like, have you ever done your research on it already?
Very barely. Like I just knew a bit about dropshipping. I knew that has to do with online marketing of products, but you don't store them in a warehouse yourself.
Mm.
You're more like in between and working from on your computer. That's all I
yeah.
knew from that point.
Yeah. And what was like the main thing that then stood out to you guys when you got to know let's a little bit more about the concept? What was like the main thing that you thought of, okay, that's interesting?
I for me it was the point of I think it's the entry point is much you don't need as much skills as a I don't know, let's say what's the English word? Real estate entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You don't need as much capital. You don't need that
Mm.
much to begin with. So we were like, okay, this is a good, let's say, gradient, a good step to start to
Yeah.
generate some capital, and then we can go into real estate,
Exactly.
shares, whatever. But we can build the first capital maybe with that because it's online. It looks the easiest one of those. Of
Yeah.
course, it's hard work. Not gonna. We never thought it's gonna be a walk in the park.
Mm.
Never.
No.
Um,
Yeah.
but maybe the most efficient one for us to start with.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
thought it was the safe it is,
Safest.
the
Yeah.
safest for us to start with, and that we don't lose that much money there if it fails or something.
Yeah, 100%, man. Honestly, I was because Joe, you're right now, how old are you? 18, right?
Yeah,
Honestly, when I was 18, I was also starting when I was 18, right? And I was working in a cookie factory and everything. look, I had no money, man. I earned 4 euros 72 cents an hour. Like that's terrible. And when everything, of course, that I had invested back as well, and I knew as well when you don't need any capital, like for example, Amazon FBA or whatever, right? You can just directly reinvest it back in the business without losing too much. So it is super easy, of course, to enter, and also not like too many risks on the side as it's profit first, more or less. So that's also why, like, I think for you, Joel, you're also a student right now, right?
Yeah, not anymore actually. I'm now finished, but
Okay.
I'm going to do
Yeah.
a studium or something, but not quite sure yet.
Is it easy for you to do it on the side?
And what?
On the side, also kannst du so easy noch nebeneinander machen.
Ah, right now I'm just working immer, ach Bruder, also sag einfach mal, dass ich halt jetzt gerade halt nur nebenbei noch ein bisschen arbeite und halt nicht so krass viel. Gerade bin ich halt ziemlich viel frei eigentlich noch.
Yeah, okay, so just currently he just finished school in summer, and
Ja,
right now he's just working a bit by side, so it's totally fine because it's not too much, but he has an apprenticeship now starting as a teacher just to see how it is in a school for 3 weeks. Studying.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
actually right now it's possible that you have the time. Also, yeah,
Mm.
you work a lot then, so like you come home and then it's directly on the computer and stuff, but it's
Yeah.
fine if you see
Yeah.
the results.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's doable, right?
Yeah,
If you see the results, and I think you guys over the past few, especially month, it's been going quite good, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What and we learned a lot from that because what we saw is the cash flow was getting more and more and more, and we also learned how important it is to have the back end, to have the
Yeah.
back end, to have your numbers, to really fucking know your numbers. If you don't,
Yeah,
you
man.
have a problem. Yeah. So I
I
think
know from the calls. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think if you have that fixed really good and you keep track like every day, even like maybe in the morning and in the evening, and you really know your customer, I think you can make it work like way more efficiently. Because now we made over 30K in revenue the last 6 weeks. And maybe we could have earned
Mm.
5K in profit and not like right now, maybe just a few hundreds or now break even because of things we didn't know from before. But that's fine. We learned from it.
Yeah.
Um,
That
yeah,
is the difference as well, man. Honestly, that's the difference in how you see your perspective of like seeing it as a loss or seeing it as a lesson that you can apply to even, perform better. Because like I said, you guys do right now, like it was about 32K or something in a month, right?
yeah,
If you apply that what you've learned right now, the next month you will make 32K, but you can make that in profit. That's how quickly it can compound because you went from the hardest part you've already done. You went from zero to the first 30,000 plus in a month.
yeah,
Right
Yeah.
now is just optimizing or fine tuning that process to make that revenue show back as well in profits. Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because yeah, honestly, I think you guys as well, right? Since you have joined like every single call and always asked as well the right questions to me, to James, to our team, right? I believe that has contributed as well a lot to the results that you guys have right now been able to produce.
Of
But
course.
if you would say what has been making, let's say, the biggest impact that, let's say, branding domination, let's say our mentorship has had on your success and the results that you guys have produced so far, what would that be?
Was er größten Einfluss hatte?
Yeah, I would say first of all, since we of course also made an investment in you guys, we had the necessity to say, okay, shit, we now need to sit down and we actually need to make that work because now we invested blah 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 amount of money,
Mm.
and we want to of course turn that over into profit and not go out with the loss of investing for nothing. So this was one point that really helped me to get in my discipline to sit down and work. And of course, the calls during the week and talking to you guys and having the feeling of there's somebody that wants you to, wants to support you, wants you to grow is of course helpful because you don't feel then lonely, or if you have a loss, it's like
Mm.
you have like a back end or a team that just like motivates you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
also really the chat when we chat with you guys, because you're answering so quickly, like it's not even like sometimes 1 hour or something or less actually. And then so it's really fast that you can solve your problems which you have.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's really helpful. And then also yeah, it's of course the call, get the calls and stuff. Und ich hatte noch irgendwas, jetzt habe ich vergessen. Wir haben doch noch, was haben wir noch alles?
Die Modul.
And obviously the models, right? There's
Mm.
so many information center. At the beginning, actually, we didn't
Ah.
write so much with you guys because we worked so many with ChatGPT then.
Yeah, yeah,
And it
yeah.
was like, ah, okay, it's fine. It seems really correct what
What
ChatGPT
ChatGPT
is
say?
saying.
Yeah.
But it was much better if as we done, yeah,
As we ask you
as
about
we ask you
questions.
and then
Yeah.
every day asking you stuff because
Yeah, ChatGPT is just asking it. It's all like gathering that data from the web, of course, right? And they don't
Correct.
get don't have access to like to our program or to other programs, so it is just like general information most of the time. And that's also what I've seen. Look, if you use it the right way, you can use it like as an extension of like copywriting or whatever. But
Yeah.
eventually, the real stuff is only like been shown by, just doing that stuff, right? And providing that data from experience, and that's something that ChatGPT most of the times does not know. So. Yeah. No, man, that's great. I think the accountability as well has been also been very like good for us because you guys ask the right questions, right? That makes it easier for us as well. But results wise, right? Numbers wise, since you joined the mentorship, what has been, let's say, the exact numbers and results you guys have been able to produce so far?
in
The
total.
in revenue,
Yeah.
ähm, in revenue should be auch mal in den letzten 12 Monate. Das ergibt keinen
Was kann
Sinn.
sein?
Ah, das ist wegen Rückgaben.
Ah,
Äh,
yeah, in total like
35?
33.
33,000 maybe. But that's
Okay.
because we started testing in mid-September, like really testing, and now we have beginning of November. So this was 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Mo-
So,
yeah.
was that for complete zero or?
That was from maybe 200 or something, 200
Or like
euros or
500
500
or
euros.
1,000.
But not, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So so from 500 you went to like 33,000 euros in 6 weeks, right?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Look, honestly as well, like I said, if we right now fine tune that what we've done, there is no limit, man, honestly, what we're gonna get. And this is just like when you look back in 2 weeks from now, this is just the beginning. So in 2 months from now, let's say from
Months, yeah.
today, yeah, yeah, then we are just starting. So that's super, super exciting, man. But what do you think as well has been the reason for you guys that you were able to produce, let's say, 1,000 euros per day eventually, right, and beyond with your
Yeah.
e-com store? What has been the main reason for this?
I
yeah,
think that for me that one of the main reasons is the mindset because the good thing is we have you guys, of course. We see your results, which is
Mm,
motivational. But since I also have friends or like friends of my parents that I know are very successful, and
mm,
if you have, I think if you have friends that are like minded in a way that you are, like with successful people, if you surround yourself with them, you
mm.
will have this mindset as well. And for you, it's like. Maybe for others, if they see our numbers, they would like totally be like, "Oh my God, that's crazy! Like, how did you do it?" It's so surreal to them. But for
Mm.
others, they're like, "Oh, good man, good start. Now get pushing, go to 100K." It's for
Yeah,
others, it's like everyday bread. So I think if you develop this mindset and just to think bigger, and you have other
mm,
people that think bigger, it's easier for you to develop that too. And I think that's key. I think the mindset
yeah,
is where it all starts.
yeah,
yes, but also like the scaling videos which you made because we wouldn't have
Of
know
course,
how we should scale, how
of
where
course.
we should put our spend or ad spend, and yeah, and also of course when to scale and stuff. So
yeah,
Of course, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
That's
yeah. Yeah, we are just started yet, and you guys need to figure out a lot more stuff about that, to be honest.
yeah,
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 I
yeah,
think so too.
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah, man. That is, I think, as well what you said, Joel, Robin, about like, specifically, surrounding yourself with the right people. That was also something also that helped me in the beginning because if you would tell me that I would make like 30K, right, 33,000 euros that you guys have made just in revenue, let's say, in 6 weeks. If you would tell my 18-year-old that before I started, I would call you crazy, to be honest. Like I could never see do myself that. But when I started also surround myself with the right people who are doing like multiple six figures per month, then you're also going to change your perspective on what is
Yeah,
possible.
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
yeah,
It is possible because then half the way of how I'm seeing it also is like, okay, we have millionaires right now on this planet, we have billionaires right now, and we are all the next generation. So there will be millionaires again, and there will be billionaires again. So
mm,
why not us?
yeah,
You know?
yeah. And when you see those numbers, right, change from like 0 to let's say 1,000 euros per day and beyond, how does that feel when you see that change?
For us, it was a bit scary because it was a bit too fast.
Yeah.
Like we were not getting after it, you know. We just saw the sales, and
We always believed that it is possible and stuff, but it was so quick.
when it actually happened, it was a bit surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first
And
time.
also it was like overwhelming.
Yeah,
Whoa, what should we do now? Because so many customers.
it's a
Yeah.
responsibility, of
Yeah.
course. You
Yeah,
need,
man. It's a real business as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
and then yeah, then that's also why we found out. Oh wait, we actually need to take care of taxes and all
Yeah.
that, which
Yeah.
we didn't even think of that much before.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah, for
learn with
sure.
it. You learn with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
So
man.
now
You
we know
guys have
what to improve. Before
yeah.
we didn't even
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a copy of me, man. Honestly, I had the exact same thing when I started as well, like 6 years ago. My first tax payment was like negative because I was doing it too late and I was not, doing all the stuff that I needed to do. And yeah, it's
yeah,
terrible, man. But honestly, like I said as well, because it changed so fast to go from 0 to let's say 1,000 plus per day. Imagine, I would say, let's say in 3 months from now, when we look back at it, when you're like, then you think that the numbers that you guys do right now, the 1,000 euros per day is nothing. It's gonna be a bad day, and that shift that you will make, you need to be very aware of because it's gonna be even quicker. Because it's harder to get from 0 to 1,000 a day than from 1,000 to 5,000 a day.
really.
Yeah, trust me. It's just numbers game. It's scaling. It's doing
Yeah,
more, spending more, and having the right creatives, and that will compound.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I think this is the last final puzzle like thing that we need to actually understand really, really good the numbers all around it, the scaling all around it, so we can like confidentially say, okay, now we can really we thank you for your help. And for sure there will be still questions, but the main parts, then we have it, and then we are able to,
Mm.
continue that and grow it by
Yeah.
ourselves as well.
Yeah. 100%, man. That would be ideal, of course, for me as
Yeah,
well, honestly.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's it all.
Yeah. And once you joined, maybe for you, Joel, once you joined as well, like, the mentorship, right? We gave, of course, if you can maybe still remember, we gave you guys, of course, some initial action steps, right, to get the ball rolling. What were like, if you look back right now, what were the most helpful things that you found initially that help you, let's say, occur those wins that you've created for yourself so far?
Okay, bitte übersetzen das.
Yeah.
One more.
Yes.
Can you repeat it again? We
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah, for sure. Otherwise, I'll ask Robin. No worries. All right, all right. Let me ask Robin. Robin, because when we started, right? What were like the most helpful things that you found initially when that helped you occur the wins that you've created for
Ah,
yourself?
okay. I can also translate for him.
For
And
sure, man. Whatever you think is convenient.
am Anfang,
Ja.
was hat uns da am meisten geholfen, dann da wirklich auch die Gewinne aufzubauen? Also was waren die ersten Steps, die geleistet haben, wo die uns so geholfen haben, dann
Ja.
wirklich dann, was checkst du?
Ja.
Was war's? Die Module?
Yeah, obviously, the models. Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. At the beginning, we really lost. It was also a learning phase, but yeah, viel Zeit,
Yeah,
a lot of time into the building of our store, which is not really necessary actually. But we didn't know it yet there because actually the people are always just on your product page, also sometimes on your real store, right? If you have
Mm.
really big numbers then. But at the beginning, like it's really just important that you have a good product page and stuff. And we spent such a lot of time with just
small things that are
small
not
things
important.
on the whole store, like should we use
This color.
this color or like maybe a little bit heller?
Small details, yeah.
Yeah, the small
Yeah,
details or which Schriftart,
font.
which font from the yeah
Mm.
yeah and stuff and yeah. But then if it and yes, then obviously the models and that we can always speak with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. For
I would,
sure.
for me, I would say also the modules. I think in the beginning we did not attend the calls in the first weeks because we also didn't know what to ask. Like we were looking the modules and we had no clue about dropshipping yet.
Mm.
And I see it also when new clients come, and they are in the calls, they also don't have that many questions, which I understand. Because in
Yeah.
the beginning, there were also a lot of words that you used also in the modules that we just never heard before. So yeah, we
Yeah.
had no idea about it, what you guys are talking about. Facebook Ads Manager, what is that?
Yeah.
Is we get a manager?
What is
What?
ROAS? Yeah, what's
Yeah, what is a
CTR?
ROAS? What the fuck?
Yeah,
All those terms that were so like not common to us. But after a while, since we understood all of that, then it becomes very helpful to go and join
yeah.
the calls. And I think
Yeah.
for other clients as well, after a while.
I would also say that the first part of the when you yes going and do your coaching now, that the first 1 month or 2 weeks is one of the hardest actually because there you need really sit down and really understand everything, do word clearing, and need really to look everything up to you understand it really.
Hmm.
Yeah, because otherwise you just get lost and you're like, oh, what the fuck, man? What do you want?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Yeah. It's
yes,
overwhelming, man, from the beginning because you get so much on your plate.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. If someone is going to join right now, right? And you guys have been, of course, in a program for some time now, but what would you say to someone who is maybe thinking about coming into the program or someone who is maybe hesitant about starting their online e-commerce business as well, but they have not taken action yet? What would your advice be to them?
Well, for me, I would first of all ask the person what kind of goal does the person have? I mean, is the goal only to have a lot of money? Probably most everybody wants a lot of money for
Hmm.
sure. But, is that a person that is also interested in really building an entrepreneurship? Or is that person only looking for the fast money? Because I mean, if I'm talking to the person, I can already tell, okay, what kind of mindset does that person have? But if it's a person that is generally just interested into, wants to become financial independent, maybe similar like us, I would just tell the person how it is. I would say, look, this and this is how it works. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an easy way to probably generate capital in the beginning, and you can build any kind of business afterwards, and you can control it anytime yourself. I mean, you can stop when you want, or you can start
Yeah.
when you want.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
also say it is not a walk in the park or something. It's
Yeah.
it's quite hard. We
Yeah.
didn't thought so either at the beginning. Actually, we thought it's a little bit easier. It's yeah, that is yeah, that it is, oh God, that it is hard, but not that hard and not that many words and not so complex.
Hmm.
The
Do you think it's
whole
worth
thing.
it?
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
After it now, really, yes, because we learned so much stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but it's just that you need to know that it's more what are you going to
Yeah.
spend in the coaching because you need to pay the ads, obviously.
Yeah.
The
Like the
upfront. Yeah, you
uh,
need upfront capital. Like, for example, you have
yeah,
the investment in the coaching, of course, and
Yeah.
then you also have the investment into Shopify, whatever, and in the first ads when you don't have any sales and the testings. And you need to be aware of that because
Yeah.
as we were beginning, we had no because we had so many words that we did not understand. We did not because we asked you guys, I remember, like how much money do we need, blah blah blah. And you gave us answers, but we were not really able to comprehend it because we did not understand what you mean by testing and all that
Yeah.
because we had no clue yet.
Yeah.
So it's also hard to say a certain amount to somebody because it really depends, right?
Hmm.
But yeah.
What would you suggest to have available if someone is going to start right now and they would ask, how much should I invest?
Wie viel haben wir gebraucht, denkst du?
nochmal 2000 würde ich eigentlich
Also ich
sagen.
würde 5.000 € sagen, oder?
Nochmal, also
Apart from coaching, let's say.
Yeah,
apart from
apart from
coaching,
coaching,
I would say 2 to 3,000 a
Yeah,
month.
I
yes,
would say the same. Yeah.
too.
Okay, cool. No, that's very good because yeah, eventually everything like is an investment, right? Eventually in terms of time and capital.
Yeah,
And then of course, if it like if you, as you were saying as well, Joel, if it was pretty hard, right? And I believe, to be very honest, it should be hard because if it's not hard, everyone would do it, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
obviously,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then being sometimes ignorant, it can be bliss as well. Because if you would know everything up front, then most likely you would not take action, right?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah, that's also good because I the funny thing is, we have already seen some of our friends that we've been telling, what we have been doing. Like in the beginning, they were like, "Ah, okay, yeah, do your online shop," and now they like after months, they ask like, "Yeah, how's it going?" I'm like, "Yeah, we made this," and they're like, "Oh, really?" And then you can tell there's jealousy, but they don't show it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and then they're like, "Oh, maybe you can tell me how you did it." I'm like, "Bro, just fuck the fuck off. You never asked me anything before."
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
Then
and
they
now,
want to be your best friend, man.
yeah.
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 So,
What Joel? What did they tell like your what did your friends tell you when they knew like how much you were making?
I right now I didn't tell anybody about this yet because I want to tell it when I really make big profit actually. Or like I don't want to be I don't want to angeben.
show off.
I
No,
don't
that's good,
want to
man.
show
That's
up with
great.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously I say to a few people that I'm doing now online stuff like that I built my store with my brother and yeah that we make sales, but I never say my numbers actually
Mm.
because
No.
they have so not enough reality about it yet.
Yeah.
So as we also don't have at the beginning. So it's like they can't even
Yeah, they don't
they
understand. They
don't
don't
yeah.
comprehend it.
And
Yeah.
then yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Robin? What did your friends tell you when they heard the numbers you were doing?
Is with me, it's a bit similar like him. I also did not tell a lot of people, only to my closest friends. And my closest friends, they have the same mindset like me. Like they also do their stuff to earn money. So they were like,
Great.
oh, they were actually like happy for me. And I know they would be. That's why I told them. And it was just very good because we like talking about, how to get financial free and all that stuff. So it was interesting for them, and
Amazing, man.
I inspired one of my friends to actually go self-employed now and go with Amazon FBA.
That's
So
amazing, man.
yeah,
That's amazing, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's how it was for me.
Appreciate it, man. Is there something you guys maybe want to also like end off with? Maybe something that I have not asked, maybe.
Ja, ja, sure. Was wollen wir am Ende sagen? Soll ich das jetzt einmal sagen?
Was, achso, nee, ich meinte, ich glaube, ich habe jetzt seine Frage gerade so verstanden, dass er meint, ob wir damit auch mit Amazon MBA mal was machen wollen.
Nein, nein. Die
Okay.
letzte Frage vom Interview ist ja noch was wir sagen wollen.
Okay.
Soll ich sagen
Ja.
oder du?
Willst du alles sagen, was ich gesagt hatte hier vorhin?
Was denn?
Ja, fang du jetzt mal an und ich überlege, was machen wir von
Oh shit. Right.
Your girlfriend.
No, 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 not my girlfriend. Oh, God damn it.
Hey, doch,
Are you still with her?
Yeah, yeah, I am. I am.
Nice, man.
But okay, so
Ja.
I would say
Alles von Anfang an einmal, okay.
okay, I will make it I will start from the beginning. So when we started, as I said, we were a bit skeptical, right? And then I'm also just gonna be straight honest. We had the first call with Riley, right?
Nee, warte,
Ja.
das soll nicht sagen, weil das ist jetzt eine Aufnahme, das können wir nicht privat
Ach
machen.
so. Are you still recording?
Yeah, you want me to stop?
No,
Wow,
no, no,
that's
no.
wrong.
Then let me just
Nee, das ist
If you
nochmal.
want, I will stop right now.
No, we can say it, but we want to stuff, Digga. Das ist ja alles
we want to put it in a nutshell that you understand it how we
Okay, go ahead.
Also,
Okay.
sag das so, sag
Ja.
mal am Anfang erstmal, als wir es begonnen haben,
Ja.
du kannst erstmal so skeptisch sagen, warum wir es erstmal
Ja.
nicht machen wollten, weil das bringt auch Leute rein. Also du
Ja.
kannst sagen, dass wir halt auch so dachten, na, das ist ja was richtig, so ein Scammer.
Ja.
Aber da können wir euch schon mal beruhigen, mäßig. Das ist echt krass,
Okay.
wie viel die
Ja, ja.
helfen.
Okay.
Wir haben uns das jetzt schon mehrmals
Mach
erklärt.
nicht zu lang.
Okay, ja.
Okay, so since maybe people will see this, I think as almost probably
Not too many people see this, man.
okay. If not, okay, fine. But maybe if people see it who do not have yet attended your course, I'm generally just honest there. The biggest hesitation we had, I think everybody has, is like, okay, this is a scam. Those are scammers. Whatever, you will not make those numbers, because the first thought that you also have is, why would this person do that? If this person apparently already earns that much money with it, why would you do a course about it?
Yeah.
So this was one point that we just didn't fully understood in the beginning. And I would still like to ask you actually about that, because I'm like,
sure,
now I
man.
know that you make money, but you still
Yeah.
do that. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
interesting. How come? But
Yeah.
to go
Yeah,
back
if you as you know, like honestly, I'm not taking too many people on. I couldn't like scale this completely. I have like 90K followers or something on Instagram. I can do one push but I honestly, like I said, I'm not focused too much on getting new people in. Because I'm right now mostly focused on my
Brand.
endurance brand.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, like when you're like doing drop shipping alone for like 5 years as well, eventually you have like I had 5, 6 stores running, right? I had 18 employees and everything was automated, right?
Yeah.
I could like work maybe 30 minutes a day, have one call with my team, and everything was sorted. I had a COO. I truly believe she was the best in the world. I don't work with her anymore right now because I have just one store, and then of course the brand because it's my long-term vision. So I had plenty of time. So with that
Yeah.
time, I was okay, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I thought, it's just help others. But
Really?
like over the past, especially the first 2 years, it was good. Like the 2022 when I started coaching into 2024, I was active. But last year, to be honest, I've not done too much with it. I was even thinking about closing it, to be honest,
Oh,
because I also did not have too much fun with it. Also because the clients were like sucking my energy, to be honest. Because I want to see people result, right? But if you don't test anything, you're not gonna expect anything, right? You see that as well. Like the same people, to be honest. Raj, for example, like he's hesitating a lot, right? You just go live. He couldn't go live like a month ago. He doesn't do anything. So I need to help him then, and it's not gonna give me fulfillment, right? I don't need to do this. That's
yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I totally understand that. Sometimes I'm also, we are in the calls with you and I'm like, I feel a bit bad for you, because I can, oh, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, my best calls I have one-on-one with Rachel, with Manu, with Christian, with those kind of people, right? With Hampus.
Yeah,
Like all those one-on-one calls, I get a lot of energy from. Like this as well, right? Because I know you guys are crushing. You are hungry and not sucking my energy.
yeah, thank
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, but that's the difference, man. Honestly.
Ja, no, totally
ja,
get that. Aber ich hatte eigentlich noch eine Frage, aber jetzt habe ich vergessen. Yeah, anyway, I don't know why I forgot my point, but
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I just, that was important to me for me to say that this hesitation thing was the biggest thing that kept us away from not joining. And you have to know that if you join, you have to put in work. That's just how it is. And
Unfortunately.
you have to put in good work and you have to be consistent.
yeah, and
Otherwise, you
that you
don't.
don't think that now I put my money into the coaches or the models and stuff, they will do it for me or something. I don't know if you think like that, but
Yeah,
that you really need to sit down and really work, and it's really a lot of time also. It's not like from especially on the beginning that you have much days where you
Yeah,
time uh, where you want to build your business like your store and stuff.
yeah,
And yes,
and I think it's also good that if you build your store alone and if you do as much as you can alone. Like I know that you guys also offer this store done for you and stuff. And
yeah,
maybe for example for Ricardo, he's maybe not that good with computers. I can totally understand.
yeah, yeah.
But if you have the chance, I would always advise to
I
learn
agree.
how to
yeah,
do it
because
yourself.
you learn there's so many things which
Yeah.
help you then also in the rest of the models and stuff because you have
Easy is not
way
always
much,
better, eh?
yeah, way
No,
more,
no,
yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, that's for that, I would say.
Honestly, I think that is super helpful feedback. I also like for the new people right now, we've completely removed as well the done for you, as you might have seen. We don't work
Oh,
with Cash and Emmer anymore.
we were about to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because like honestly, I've worked with Cash for like 3.5, 4 years. Great guy. Like we've done multiple seven figures
Oh,
together. But we saw that he was not contributing too much to the to basically to the community anymore, and we wanted to scale it down a little bit to make it more close.
yeah.
And Ember as well, like as she's doing like the backend stuff with Shopify, it was not contributing a lot to our clients. So he thought, let's just optimize our modules, which we've done right now with the new six-figure store module, and then get her out of the way so they can
Uh,
focus on like actually no, just doing it themselves rather than getting it done. Because we saw so many questions eventually, right, from people that didn't know how to even pull up a domain connecting to the store,
yeah.
right? Because it's done for
Yeah.
them. And that
Yeah.
is not beneficial, man. You're not becoming
No,
a good entrepreneur that way.
exactly.
So yeah, yeah,
So that okay, good, good.
yeah.
Yeah,
But that's great feedback, man. Yeah. What
Thank
about you, Joel? Is it the same?
yeah, it's the same, and yes, exactly.
you.
Yeah, it's the same.
Love it,
And
man.
also
Great.
that you need to really, when you watch the models, that you really need to understand it, and you can't just watch
Oh,
it.
you have not just watch it. Yeah, you
You
should
have to
sit
Yeah,
do it
down.
also.
Yeah.
Actually, you need to watch it on a
yeah, man.
second computer or on the same computer. You need to switch as
Yeah, yeah.
and make it already then. And
Facebook as well, right? You will not understand it if you're not implementing it.
yes,
Looking at
Uh,
the
yeah,
videos. Yeah.